Big Brother Naija reality TV star Phyna has accused Dangote Group of negligence and insensitivity surrounding the death and burial of her sister Ruth Otabor. In a series of posts shared on Instagram, Phyna claimed her sister's death was not only tragic but also calculated and planned. She accused Dangote Group of failing to fully cover medical and burial expenses as earlier announced publicly. According to her, the company only settled charges at Lagoon Hospital in Lagos, while the family bore the financial burden for additional expenses from Auchi to Orua. She says, and I quote, "The bill from Auchi down to Irua, I beg your pardon, were covered by my family and refund has been made," she lamented. Phyna further alleged that on the day, I beg your pardon, of Ruth's burial, attempts to reach Dangote Group proved futile. Also, on September 13, the day of burial, Dangote Groups did not pick up all calls made to them from us, as we were told. The bills were not paid, but they claim it was, she wrote. The reality TV star also shared a letter drafted by Dangote Group and sent to her father, demanding him to sign an acknowledgement of receipt regarding burial expenses. She accused the company of impersonation, arguing that the family should have been asked to provide such a letter directly. This letter that was sent to my dad this evening, she says, is really paining me. She says, "At Dangote Group, you killed my sister, did massive PR, gave the girl's papa money for burial, then still by yourself wrote an acknowledgement letter impersonating my father and sent it to him to sign," she wrote. Phyna stated that the act suggested a deliberate effort to control the narrative after the burial, questioning why a company of that magnitude will resort to such an action instead of treating her family with honesty and respect. This is sad. I mean, the whole back and forth is really, really sad, if you ask me. Ruth is dead, sadly, and we're not having her being buried without all the dramas. But I'd like to get your take. Ray, what do you make of this particular story?
I was kind of following up the story from when the whole incident started, from the driver down to Dangote, but I lost in a few, like after some months. But basically, I feel like it's not really Dangote's fault, but it's Dangote's fault.
Okay. Why would you say it's not his fault?
It's not his fault based on he has other things to do than to plan or than to assess drivers entering or driving for his company. Now, first of all, it was a young boy driving a truck. It's not really making sense. Because I believe there are supposed to be matured, experienced drivers on that truck. Truck is a very, very different motor. When you're driving a Toyota, it's different. The feeling is different because you're driving a small motor. But whereby you're driving a truck, it's lengthy and it's a whole lot. Me, when I'm driving close to a truck, I'm not stable because I fear. Yes, now you're going to be scared. So you putting a young guy in charge of a truck, it's crazy. And after the incident, the guy attempted to run.
Yeah.
So everything was not that was where, in the aspect of it's not his fault. That's where he comes in. But whereby his fault was when he was not trying to like acknowledge the fact that he has to like take care of the family and the rest.
Yeah. In Sena climbs, what do you think would happen? What do you think would have happened to the Dangote Group? Because now you were supposed to fly Ruth out of the country to go take care of her, and on all the whole drama back and forth with Phyna, with Very Dark Man, with the whole bunch of people who came out to speak about it after when she died and all that. Even before she died, we had the drama between Phyna and a Very Dark Man and all that. I think at some point I just had to allow them be and do their thing. You get so, but now she is dead, and for a group as big as Dangote Group, would they not have just made sure that okay, now this girl, she don't die.
Yeah.
They don't get anything with
It has
do.
been done.
It's done. She's gone. Sadly, now taking responsibility and providing everything this family needs.
Yeah.
Shouldn't that be what should have been done
That
in
should
this
be,
case?
That should be his priority.
Mm.
That should be his number one tax. But still, he's a businessman, so why should he leave his cement and salt business for for a girl he doesn't know? Are you understanding my point?
For a girl he doesn't know
That
that
was
is
his
a
mistake.
Nigerian.
Yes, that was his mistake. Because outside country, we would have not done this kind of stuff. And that's why I have to come back to DJ Kofi. Why be in this kind of country? There's no time you're going to hear that a truck jammed or accidentally hits a girl outside country. Only in Nigeria. And always Dangote's truck. So, it's not making sense. And whereby he neglected handling the bills, I feel like it would have gone extreme. But who am I? We are in Nigeria.
I mean, when you say who are you, it's kind of funny actually, because how would you knock down a girl and she's hospitalized for how many weeks, and then there was back and forth, and then she passes only in Nigeria, and she passes and you're not taking care of her. Then what value now do we give to human life? What value do we give to human life? It's actually very sad.
Yeah, very sad.
It's very sad. But I'd ask Phyna, if it was your sister that was knocked down, how would you have felt?
I'll feel so bad. I'll feel like my world has ended. Like it's very, very bad. I can't even think of that.
I mean, it's just so sad actually that we are seeing this. This is actually not the first time, just like we said. This is not the first time. But who do we run to at this particular time?
We run to God, though.
I mean, what are the governments doing about this particular
I
thing?
didn't really see the government take in this matter, actually. Because it was just from Phyna to... And if she was not influential, the matter would have not gone this far. The matter would have not gone this far. From Phyna to VDM to the other influencers, they were trying to, like, help her in the matter. But even upon still, I was not really seeing the move in Dangote's side. So it was just like they were stretching their hands and their hands were not reaching.
Whew. Sadly, it has happened. I mean, it's just so heartbreaking if you ask me, ladies and gentlemen, because I barely can even say a word about this, but God rest her soul, and I urge Dangote Group to do the needful. Stop the hanky-panky. If there are any, stop it. It's done. I mean, what will it cost you to take responsibility and pay up the bills and not complete hanky-panky? Is it... Phyna made mention of impersonation. Is impersonation no longer a crime in Nigeria?
I don't know. Is there anything a crime in Nigeria except from stealing or Yahoo boys?